Hello and welcome to Bites, Bread, and Barbecue. We're at our winter office today on the beautiful Gulf Coast. We're going to talk about the CME Tracker, what you need to install it, what it does, and how to get it. So we're going to start right away. The first thing you're going to need to do is that you're going to need to download a Office suite called LibreOffice. This is completely free, part of the open source project. It is a complete Office suite. It is able to read and write Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. It also has its own file formats. You can download it from the site, and I'll include this in the links below. It senses your operating system. Here it's telling you that I'm running Windows 64-bit, and you would click Download. This will go to your download folder. Once that file is there, just double-click it, and it will install it on your computer. It is available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. After you have LibreOffice installed, you need to go to my website, and I had initially composed this as part of a program I had written called M-Shots, but I've added a tab for CME Tracker. You'll be greeted by a little video here that shows the CME Tracker running on Windows, Linux, and Mac. But if you scroll down, you'll find an icon of a paperclip, and underneath it'll say CME Database.zip. Now, for those of you who don't know, a zip file is an archive that compresses multiple files into a single file. This zip file only contains the graphic of a caduceus and my database. If you unzip it and it has anything else, it is not my file. So click on this icon and download it. And what you're going to find is you will get the CME archive that is a zip file. You will right click on it, and in Windows it's going to say extract all. Under Mac and Linux it says extract to this location. But they all work the same, and once you extract it, you should be left with the image of the caduceus and also the database. To open the database, double-click on CME Database. This will start LibreOffice, and it immediately opens, and it should be on the Forms tab. You'll see a main form at the bottom here. Double-click on that, and the application will launch on top of LibreOffice. So what this is a relational database. That means that each record has a one-to-many relationship with another record. So if you see here, these are all of my CME courses that are present here, but if we click on the next provider in the database, it sorts just their courses. So each one of these CME courses at the bottom is in a relationship of one-to-many with the provider that is on the top level. So if we go to the bottom of the provider database, you can also add multiple providers in here in case you're using it for a small practice, or if your household has more than one provider in it, you can just add them by entering onto the blank line at the bottom. So for my record here, suppose that I attended a course on, let's see, Medical Command course, and this was a 2-day course. Let's say that it started on the 3rd of January of 22, and it ended on the 4th of January 22, and this was 10 credits. And in my case, I'm an osteopath. They divide their credits into 4 categories, 1A through 2B. Basically, the differences historically have been that the 1A are live courses taught by osteopaths or under the auspices of the American Osteopathic Association. 1B are home study courses taught by osteopaths. 2A are live courses taught by MDs, and 2B are home study courses taught by MDs. Now, the MDs divide their courses into 2 different categories, just 1 and 2. It's a little bit simpler, but since this is, for example, a medical command course would probably be a statewide course, so it would probably be taught by MDs. It would be 2B credit. I did have these links. I wrote this program last week. These links at the bottom would tell you and define the different types of credits. However, as of this morning, this osteopathic CME types has been removed from their website. I cannot find a page that actually defines what they're qualifying as 1A through 2B as of this morning. That may change, perhaps they're editing it, but at the moment there's no specific web page that tells that. So you've entered this into your database, and it's now, as you can see, if I go to Howard Cosell, it did not enter that. It is only listed under my name. So again, demonstrating the one-to-many relationship. If you come back to LibreOffice and click on the Reports tab, now this is the other important part of the program, and you double click on Reports, you're prompted to enter a begin date. For osteopaths, it's usually a 2-year cycle. So if we enter our 2-year cycle from January 1st of 2020 to December 31st of 2022, you'll see that it pulls up a report and it divides first by provider and then by category. So here are all of my 1A credits and it gives me a total, my 1B credits and it gives me a total, and then overall it gives you a total number of credits with everything combined. This is important to know because at this moment in time, the AOA requires 100 CME credits every 2 years, and 20% of those have to be Category 1 osteopathic. So this is why the report divides them out this way. And then it forces a page break and you go on to your next provider, and you can see here's Howard Cosell with the credits that he took, and if you go to the next, it provides the next provider. So these will be separated, and this will work as a nice way of reporting your credits. This does not offer proof that you attended. You should still keep your certificates for the 2-year cycle in case you have to offer proof that you actually attended. This is just a bookkeeping program that does a nice job of keeping track of what courses you went to and what credits they provided. Now that is contingent on the fact that you enter the right credits when you put them into the database. So that's basically it. How to install LibreOffice, how to download the CME Tracker, and how to use it. So if you have any comments or questions, I would appreciate them. Any criticisms, I would appreciate those too. Try to keep it civil. And I will leave all the links in the description below. Thanks for stopping by.